bigger accomplishment was I'm going through Starbucks. My son's ordering sugar drinks. I was pissed off. I go, Tom, no more sugar drinks, you know? And on the phone, I get this call. It says David Foster.
Ah, nice.
Right? And he says, Matt, David Foster, I want you to come out. And I heard your Sinatra. Amazing. I want you to come out and sing with me. I said, it's my wife. That's my wife.
Thank you, Christina.
And Tom's like, Dad, what can I get? I go, get the fuck whatever you want, man.
We'll hammer.
Yeah, but I also get that, Matt, you know, I've known you for a while, and you do such a great job as Frank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, there's a few guys out there doing it, but nobody does it like you do it. That's why you...
Well, you know, there's a secret to that. It's like...
Is it 2 martinis before the
Well,
show?
That's part of it.
I like the old fashions, but a little sweet tooth. But I think the thing with it is not to try to imitate him. I sound like him, which is a big plus. Right. Just that natural kind of voice. And my grandmother was raised 2 miles from where Frank was raised, so I heard that accent my whole life.
It's part of your lineage.
But it's not being the schmaltzy, doing the lounge act. It's telling your story through the songs and using him as kind of a North Star to be able to talk about how the music influenced my life, you know, more than just like getting up there, having the cigarette, the hat, the tie, and being him. I don't want to do that. I want to it's me. But I'm just using the music to tell my story with him as kind of that center kind of thread that ties everything together.
You know, it's as you know, I've been in the music business for a long time, and you know, all these acts that are coming in now, they're doing, you know, past acts, right? And some of them are okay, and some of them are absolutely fabulous, but it's becoming more and more of a thing.
Right.
Because the music of today just isn't exactly aligning.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's not. I look at it like it's not really conducive to connecting with people on a deeper level. I mean, it gets you at that primal, yeah, this is kind of cool, but the lyrics don't. I mean, unless you can understand. I mean, we've always had this issue with lyrics and stuff, but there seems to have been a big cutoff in the last 5 years with music that really connects with people on a soulful level. If that,
yeah,
it doesn't really resonate.
I went and saw the Last Waltz show up in Seattle in November, and I felt like that was a really good example that I just saw, where they bring a ton of local musicians together to recreate that iconic concert filmed by Scorsese, right?
Right.
And then you kind of, I don't know, it was one for me where I was like, wow, like I can't believe I hadn't heard of this before, because not only are they like really showing true musicianship and like kind of the art of storytelling with it, but they're also bringing together this huge community of folks that do that in their day-to-day too. And yeah, I think to your point, there isn't that connection through a lot of current music as well.
What's really strange to me, it's like the 1944 song, Baby, It's Cold Outside. And, you know, they take that off because they say it's racist, but then they do all these things that talking about body parts and all this crap. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, did you see that guy on Facebook that read the lyrics?
His bit was so good.
Was that amazing?
Yeah.
So I want to wrap up my show by comparing and contrasting the lyrics of these two songs. If indeed this country has lost its fucking mind, shall we? I really can't stay, baby, it's cold outside. I gotta go away, baby, it's cold outside. This evening has been so very nice. Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. Beat it up, N-word, extra large, extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face, swipe your nose like a credit card.
It really can't stay. The evening has been so very nice. And it's like, yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Wow, that's a tough one. They called it the rape. Look, they just pick and choose whatever they want to rip on. Whatever they want to deem as evil, it's art. You know, I fully support WAP.
Yep.
You know, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
but it's like you can't have that and not have this. You know, put
Right.
it all out there. Let them all have it. You can't censor one because you're gonna have to censor them all.
Yeah.
And I don't want censored music.
No.
Let me
not at
make
all.
the choice.
Yeah.
Now, if it's talking about killing somebody, or if it's talking about like, you know, how to, you know, then I have an issue with it.
But you can always censor it with the off button too.
Yeah.
And I
Absolutely.
think that's an important thing to remember.
Yeah. Listen, look at Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Edgar Allan Poe, Telltale Heart. You know, it's
Right.
about killing a guy because you don't like his eye. You know, my daughter was just reading that the other day. They haven't censored that.
No.
You know, you censor it all. But it's art. It's creative way
It
to
makes
express.
no sense. And maybe that's what it's supposed to do, is make no sense.
That's certainly what's done here.
Yeah, this podcast makes no sense. Okay. So, Matt, are you going to, you know, what's the future for you? I know you're going to do Tijuana Dogs, you're going to do that, but are you going to, you know, you write music. I would think that you would start, you're probably already doing this, but selling it to other artists.
So the nice part about the America's Got Talent thing, I got a few rounds. Is
Okay,
I
wait
got
a minute. Let's back that up. Tell the audience about that, because Matt was on America's Got Talent and he was fabulous. So start from the beginning on
So
that.
yeah, that was in April of 2021. They called me in about 3 months earlier, and they said, "Hey, we saw your dedication to your wife." I did an online thing, kind of the tail end of COVID, you know, on the anniversary of Christina's dying. And so some of the scouting agents had seen that, and they said, "Would you be interested in coming on the show?" And I said, "Nah, not really. I don't want to do that." And then my agent, or my manager, John, said to EI, they said, "Hey, you got to do it. It's a great way to
get out there.
continue to keep working." So I did it, and it was a good experience. I got 2 rounds. I got into that. They called it the bonus round or something like that, and they wanted me to do "Killing Me Softly," or not "Killing Me Softly." The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face by Roberta Flack. The first one I did was "Against All Odds" by Phil Collins. Got like, 10 million views or something like that. Got a lot of attention. Got on the news, and it was newsworthy.
Well, it was very heartwarming. It was about Christina. And,
Yeah, but I didn't choose the music. They chose it. To be honest with you, they said, "How about these songs?" And I said, yes, no, whatever. And then they chose it, and they said, "Let us." But the second round, I was like, I don't really want to be in a competition. I had to bring my kids up there every time. They'd be sitting in this big room waiting
For hours.
for hours. You know how music TV is, and it's just like they were bored. I said, I want to do what I do. And I want to do the first dance at my wedding, and I want to do the last dance that we ever had. We did "The Way You Look Tonight" by Sinatra. But I wanted to do it kind of a scaled down, more of an emotional version of it. So they said, "Well, we don't think it's gonna really fly, Matt. The kids don't like Sinatra. This is more of a younger show." I said, "I don't care."
I'm doing it my
They
way.
go, "Well," I said,
Yeah.
Roberta Flack, the first time. And they wanted me to sing it like Ed Sheeran. I go,
Yeah.
"No, I'm not gonna do that." I just said, "I'm gonna do what I do. I don't really care to win. I don't care."
Right.
That's not my goal to win America's Got. Tell me the last person that won America's Got Talent.
Couldn't tell
Does
you.
anybody know? Tell me one person that won America's Got Talent. Don't
Couldn't
know.
tell you.
I remember the first season of American Idol, Kelly Clarkson,
Kelly Clarkson, of course.
but I don't remember anybody else. And so, but then I'm old. So it's like, I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and they were cool. They're like, "Well, do your thing." So I did, and I lost.
But you actually won, because I've been through those things, and I mean, you're sitting there for 10, 15 hours doing nothing until you get 2 seconds to get up there and do what you're told to do.
And you achieved your goal.
Well, the bigger accomplishment was I'm going through Starbucks, and my son's ordering sugar drinks. I was pissed off. I go, "Tom, no more sugar drinks, da-da-da." And on the phone, I get this call. It says David Foster,
Ah, nice.
right? And he says, "Matt, David Foster, I want you to come out. And I heard your Sinatra, amazing. I want you to come out and sing with me." I said, That's my wife. That's my
Hey,
wife.
get Christina.
And Tom's like, Dad, what can I get? I go, get the fuck whatever you want, man. I don't care. And I was just like, okay. And that turned into an amazing, opportunity. And just David is, I mean, he's like today's kind of Sinatra. He's so talented and just an amazing guy. So I've been singing with him for a better part of a year now, off and on, and then a lot of gigs that kind of come from that gig. It's just been awesome. So met a lot of amazing singers and did the Wynn Hotel in Vegas with him. We went back east. I met like Oprah's husband and Rob Lowe, and then Ben Carson and Judge Clarence Thomas, and it's like, and then I've been, believe it or not,
people.
I did Trump's daughter's wedding last month.
Oh, wow.
In November, we did Mar-a-Lago. I'm going back to do Mar-a-Lago for New Year's this year. So, it turned into
That's probably a fairly good paying gig.
Well, everybody goes, I don't like that. I said, look, my party is green. They pay.
That's right. Absolutely.
I mean, if Obama wants me to come sing,
party.
Obama ain't called me lately. So,
Matt, I never got this. They bag on somebody like if they do Trump's thing. I mean, it's like, shut the fuck up.
He was
I'm
cool.
getting paid.
He was gracious, came out and goes, fantastic. I just go, hey, thanks, man. So it's like, it's a gig.
It's a gig.
I mean, I played for liberal Supreme Court justices. I played for I did a gay wedding. I was the star at a gay wedding. I came out, I got dressed up. I did a
You came out at the gay wedding?
Well.
I did a
I've seen
benefit
you.
for AIDS, and I sold the T-shirt off my back, and look, we're entertainers. As
Right.
Elvis would say, I just as soon not get into politics. I'm an entertainer.
Yep.
But if somebody wants to pay me to come play, I'll
See,
give them
now
the
that's
best show I can.
Matt, that's beautiful because that's exactly what it should be. As entertainers, I don't care
I got
about
nothing
your
to say.
Yeah, exactly. It's not our business. Let's just do our thing and get out there. And apparently, you're doing it very well. What's
Paying the bills.
what's next year look like for you?
Well, the dogs are in a little bit of state of limbo. Like I said, we're replacing a singer, which is going to be, he's a great singer, but we found a couple really, really good ones as well. So we're moving on with there. The Tijuana Dogs is like, it's just the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, that's your bread and butter,
we
right?
work and work and work and travel, and it's just a great band. The guys in the band, we have the drummer from Everclear, and he was with Buckeye Cherry, and he was with one other, Smash Mouth. Sean Winchester, just an amazing drummer. And Daniel, our bass player, he was with Clay Aiken. He was with Jessica Simpson. He was with Coolio. Coolio just passed.
Oh, wow.
He was Coolio's bass player for long years. And then Dave, my guitar player, was a studio guitar teacher at Orange Coast College. So I got some great musicians in the band. They're just great guys. I love playing with them, and we're just gonna keep going. Get my daughter out there a little bit, but we rock. Every place we play, sold out. Every concert, they have these summer concert series, and the biggest ones they've ever had in the last year have been Tijuana Dogs. So we're just thankful to our fans, and just people love people that endure and longevity and
But Matt, people
it.
love Matt Mauser, okay? And you're very dynamic when you're up there and you get in it with people. And listen, I've seen you many, many times. And I was at a park one day a few years ago, and I'm riding my bike through the park, and you guys are playing in the park, and I ride in the back. And you had the presence of mind to turn around and say, hey, Hammer, right there while you're on stage. You're that guy. You pay attention to your audience.
Yeah, that's the key. You're not there. I've always had this philosophy as an entertainer. You're not there to do your thing. You're there to facilitate other people doing their thing.
Amen. That's exactly right.
And so when you give people an experience that they don't forget, they come back.
Absolutely. Hey, Matt, you know what? We wish you nothing but the best. We're happy as hell that you came on today. And guys, listen, if you have anything to say to Matt, put a comment down there. We love this guy. We'll show you where they're going to play next year, and we'll keep it going. We'll catch you next time on Happening Now.